Hi friends, and welcome back to Lemon Tree Corner. This week in the studio, we are making more bags. Not really. I'll explain all that in a minute, what those are for. And I'm makeup free today. In case you're wondering, I also didn't set up the lights. I'm very excited to talk to you. And I just couldn't wait to put on makeup or do my hair or set up lights or anything else. So, welcome back to Lemon Tree Corner. My name is Heather if you're new here. And I have run a handmade business where I make bags and project bags and wonderful creative things like that. So we have a fun creative time here, working on projects, coloring books, lots of fun stuff. So I hope you stick around. So if you are ready to go, grab a water or a cozy beverage, curl up, and let me tell you what I'm so excited about. I finally called the yarn store and they're gonna let me sell my stuff at the yarn crawl. Yay! So this is the Knitting Tree LA is the store, and they're gonna have a whole table for me. I just had to give them a portion of the profits. So I went down for the owner to look at my bags. I took a selection of the bags, and I'm so excited because I love making project bags. So very excited to have a place with people, the crocheters and the knitters, who actually use project bags to look at my project bags and to gather their information. So I'll have to pick one of the bags to be a drawing prize so that I can get all their email addresses and send them out things like when we make, we have a shop drop. So excited, yay! I've been singing the Pointer Sisters song all week. I'm so excited. So super excited because project bags are my favorite bags to make. You know, when you make purses and pouches and things, you have to think about something somebody's gonna want on their arm. So it has to be somewhat stylish, can't be too crazy. I'm a little girl at heart, so I will wear ice cream cones on a purse and donuts and other things like that, but most normal people are not gonna like buy a purse that has donuts all over it. So that's where the project bags come in. I get very excited and I love using all the crazy fabrics for project bags because usually, I mean, you can carry a project bag around too, but I find that the crocheters and knitters like to have fun with their project bags. They like fun fabrics, they like themey things, so that's what we get to do now for the next 2 months. So I have gone through, I counted all the project bags I have left. I've only got 4 of each kind. So we've got the Oxford project bag, which has the 4 pockets on the outside and the detachable wristlet strap. We have the squishy one, which is kind of small but has a zipper on top. And then we also have the drawstring one. So I've got 3 different styles and I've only got 4 of each of them. So I want to go ahead and make some more. We already have, you can't see them, we already have fabrics that I've picked out in the past to be project bags. So we have things like the gnomes and the chickens and things like that. So I've got some already set aside. I've decided that for this stack, what I would like to do is make a larger version. I would like to make a larger version of the squishy bag. So this is a fairly easy pattern to make. It's got an inside pocket, but it's basically just these two fabrics on the outside. What I would like to do is make a sweater size bag. So I've got lots of fabric for this. These ones actually have 3 fabrics because I have like a canvasy material for the bottom. So I've easily got enough fabric to make a larger bag out of these. So that would give me 4 large size sweater bags. I don't think I'm going to need more than that. If people really like them, I will make more and announce when they're ready. So basically what I want to do is take this bag, make it larger. I have to figure this out. And then I want to make like a handle that attaches on down here. So I would sew on a handle instead of this, because this I don't think is going to work for a larger bag. So that's what we'll be doing now. That's what we'll be doing. Of course, I don't have my sewing machine right after I find this out. But like my sister pointed out, I can get started. I can plan things out. I can start getting stuff cut. We have a lot of work to do before we hit the sewing machine. So I've got another weekend here, another week before our vacation, and I actually have all weekend. We're not leaving for our trip until Monday. Everybody had me freaked out about Joann's declaring bankruptcy, and so I'm like, I need to go get some fabric. So I don't know that we're turning all of these into project bags this minute. I'll have to go through and count how many things. I just got a crap ton of fabric. So I'll put in a picture here so you can see how crazy I went. So we got this big, huge bag of fabric. Oh. So we got a little bit of everything. We got honey pots. We got fruit. I was mad at myself for not buying this last time. We got chickens because they specifically requested chickens. So I think I'm going to have 3 chicken bags. We got sloths. They're so cute. So you got those guys. This is the third chicken, more traditional chicken. I got butterflies. We just went crazy. There's cats in here. Did I get 2 cats? This one's really cool. Talk about like academia. I don't know if you can see it. Just a bunch of moths and beetles, which is very cool. And then I wanted to get one that was rainbow, a little pride themed, because I don't feel like I have enough of that going on. So I would like to have at least one bag. So I got all these fabrics. Oh, and a corresponding lining fabric to go with each of these. So we're going to go through and plan out which ones we really want to make for this yarn crawl. It's probably going to be all these new ones because I have some fabrics in there that could be regular bags as well, and I think I want to focus on the crazy stuff for the project bags. So ignore the hair because the hair is all sweaty because Joann's is like never air conditioned. I don't know about your Joann's. My Joann's is never air conditioned. I also found this darling little mushroom box. So I love these fabric boxes and they were on clearance. So I got one of those. And they also had another one of my coloring book ladies books. So Joanna Basford. This one's called Rooms of Wonder. It is so cool. Look at that. It is so cool. I've seen these illustrations lately, like greenhouses. Let me see if I can find one. Like this is the one that sold me right here. It's like a whole sewing room. Look how cute that is. And then you have all the sewing notions in like a little mandala. Love, love, love. So I forgot that we need to get back to our coloring book pages, so that's something else that I can do this week. Since we don't have a sewing machine, I can do a little bit of coloring. I wonder if I should take some coloring with me on vacation. So far the forecast looks pretty rainy, so I don't know if the rain's gonna stop before we go up there or not. So I might want to have some coloring books, maybe a real book. Ooh, we have our Pretty Little Women book that I was supposed to be reading over the winter, so we can bring that with us as well. And I think that's it. I'm very, very excited because I love making project bags. Project bags are the little girl in me. It's her way of expressing herself, and I have a lot of fun with it, so can't wait. Cannot wait to make these, to get there. I don't know if I'm doing all 3 days or just Saturday and Sunday, but it's a lovely store and a lovely place. And I also feel like anyone who's willing to drop $30 on a skein of yarn would be willing to buy one of my bags. So that's kind of those are my peeps. So I can't wait to get out there and meet them and show them my stuff and hopefully sell a lot of stuff, and also have them come watch our videos and sign up so that I can contact them when we have new bags in the store. Ideally, I would like to be able to say, hey, we have new bags in the store, and people rush over and purchase them and they sell out in a day. Like that's the manifestation, that's the goal that I want for my business. So yeah, just feeling very grateful that I made the call, grateful that they said yes, and grateful that I get to meet all of these wonderful people in May. opened up the window and here was the big fat squirrel eating all the bird seed. I got a front row seat here. Happy birthday, Mom! I got these super cute cats with crafting stuff, and I don't know which one of these. I think I picked out that one. This one seems to match this exactly, but I also wanted to use one of these pink ones for the coffee. I think that would work for the coffee. So do that. Maybe we'll do the cats as a drawstring. I want to make sure I have a good variety of things for that. I found donuts that would go perfectly with that. We'll make a drawstring out of that one too. I'm at an impasse. When I bought the beautiful bug fabric, which I just absolutely love, it was hard to pick a color that went with it. I was thinking like academia study type thing, and then I found this, which I really love, which I'm actually going to use with the coffee, which doesn't seem to go with the coffee either, but at least there's some colors in there that feel like they go with the coffee. But I don't know that they go with the bugs. It kind of goes with the bugs. I'm not sold. I got 2 yards of this so I could use it with both, but I'm not sold. I also have this remnant from Joann's from a previous trip, which I remembered when I was looking for the gingham fabric that I had this. And I don't know that it goes better. It definitely seems more feminine this way with that fabric. Yeah, I'm just not sure. I guess I could technically do both because I have plenty of this fabric. I just feel like this purple really pulls out that purple very well. And I love this fabric. I don't have a mate for this fabric. It's an orphan. So I kind of feel like I should go for it. I feel like this fabric would go with multiple things, including one of the chickens maybe. So I got 2 yards of it just because I thought it would go with lots of things. Now that I see these two side by side, I'm not as convinced because this kind of pulls focus from the bugs, whereas I feel like this one blends in more. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one just because. Okay, well that was easy. Okay, I'm taking a slight break from ironing and cutting because my back really hurts after 2 days of doing that. It's a problem when you buy so much fabric at once. But the good thing is all of that fabric was like under $175 because Joann's is having a big sale. So most of the fabric was about $5 a yard. Some were $3 a yard, so that's good. We are working on our Lark's Foot stitch shawl. I've only got like 3 more colors to go. So we're going to knock this out before our trip. I think what I've decided is I'm going to bring all the yarn for the granny squares on the trip with us because those would be easy to make in the car and just set aside. And I really need to finish, projects before I start new projects. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to commit to finishing the blanket. It's perfect colors for spring and summer to be on the couch. It is the couch blanket that I was hoping this was going to be. So we will knock that out. I forgot that I had already bought some more acrylic yarn in kind of sage greens and lavenders to make another granny square blanket. I'm wondering if I should do hexies though. My UK YouTuber Allie is doing a hexie blanket right now and it looks so cute. So I'm wondering if I should just do them as separate colors of solid hexies and mix them together, or whether I should just do real granny squares and piece them together, like do different sets of colors, which was the original idea to do that. So I've got all of those to do as well. I don't know if that's going to be as big of a blanket. I was also wondering if I should just do that for my granny square cardigan, but they're acrylic yarn and I don't know that I'm gonna like that against my skin as a cardigan. So maybe I would be better off just making the granny squares and seeing if it would be a cardigan. If not, I can turn it into a blanket, so who knows. So I am watching my Sunday YouTubers. Earlier you saw us watching Raya and Louie in Costa Rica, and I'm watching my Chateau folks right now, and then hopefully a new Tyler and Todd video. I'm kind of disappointed that we have not seen Eamon and Beck since the baby was born. They shared some pictures of the baby on Instagram, but they have not done a video since. So kind of bummed about that and hoping they're okay. So when I come back from vacation, we will be real time again. We won't be ahead anymore. So you'll get the vacation video the week after I come back, and then we're all caught up. So I'm going to continue on, take a break, eat some lunch, and then continue on cutting all the fabric, which is what I'll be doing next weekend anyway, so you don't really need to see any more of that. Just know that I will be spending the weekend cutting fabric. So yeah, I think probably by this end of this weekend, like tonight or tomorrow night, I will be done with this shawl. We gotta weave in all the ends. There's basically 2 ends per color here, but once we weave all those in, I can wear this on vacation. So we can take this on our adventures with us. friends, well, thanks for joining me again this week. We got a lot cut out and ready to go for after I come back from vacation. So let's take a look at everything. Okay, so we got this stack of fabric all cut out for our squishy project bags. So everything's cut and interfaced. I just had to pick out zippers to go with each of these. And then they are ready to sew. I can't cut out the fusible fleece yet because I think I have to cut out a really long piece, because once we sew the exterior together, it's one big long piece. So I'm gonna wait for that. We also have the majority of our drawstring project bags cut out. Not interfaced yet, but we've processed most of the fabric. I've got 2 more sets of fabric to go for that, and then we'll be all done with that. But I'm filming this early because we still have this upcoming weekend where I'm gonna have time to cut stuff out, but I will need to post this before we leave for our vacation. So we're filming this a little bit early. So hopefully I will get through this whole stack so that I will at least have 2 stacks ready to sew when we get home from vacation. And of course that's gonna be a month before we need all these bags done. So I've still got a lot of time to make them. And I thought we were gonna be done with our shawl by now, but I kind of changed my mind about the colors, and I'm going back in. So we are not quite done with this. I decided that the brown, this is like a really deep purpley brown, and I decided that I didn't want that to be the end row. So I took it back a couple, and we're gonna do the brown, one of the 50 gram minis, and then the blue to end. So I think that will be nice. Very pretty. And then we of course have to weave in all these ends, which I could technically do in the car ride if I wanted to. So it's looking more like a scarf than a shawl. I mean, it does go a nice length down, but I guess I could also wear it as a scarf if I wanted to, like a really bulky scarf. So that's nice. I'm finding that the easiest thing for me to make is shawls, but I don't necessarily wear the shawls. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these shawls. I've been trying to wear them in rotation at work because my office is still chilly, so it's nice to have a shawl. But then I feel like I'm just like, ugh, you know what I mean? It's just weighing me down. So if you have any suggestions of like styling shawls and making them look better than just draping right over myself like a poncho, I would love to get those suggestions. Maybe something where I attach it here on the arm instead of in the front. I have these little shawl clasps, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just not really enjoying wearing the shawls, at least the big triangle shawls. Might be better off with these more rectangular shawls. Okay, so we are all set for our vacation. Just have to do all the packing and everything. The weather looks like it might clear up. So it looks like it's only gonna rain the weekend before we set off, here and up there. So hopefully our drive up on Monday will not be a rainy drive up. Hopefully it will be a beautiful, clear morning, clear drive up the coast, which is what I'm hoping for. And then hopefully it will be clear the rest of the time, but you never know. It is, what are we in, La Nina this year? So we've already had lots of rain. So thank you for coming along this week on our very exciting journey. Very grateful for everything that's transpired over the last few weeks, and just gives me motivation to keep doing what I love doing. So thank you for coming along on the ride with me, and I hope to see you back here next week. Love you, friends. Bye.
Into its hole.